Why did Duryodhana taunt Dronacharya? What is the enmity of King Drupada and Dronacharya? Who is Dronacharya by origin? Do Devatas have physical bodies like us? How was Draupadi and Drushtadyumna born? Why does Dronacharya love Arjuna and Pandavas so much? Please watch the full video to learn more. Hare Krishna. Welcome to Get Inspired Spiritually, a place to find yourselves and awaken spiritually. Today we will be continuing our journey of deeper interpretation of Bhagavad Gita by studying the stanza 3 of chapter 1. So here it goes. Pashaitam Panduputranam Mahatim Chamum Vyudham Drupadaputrena Tavashishyena Dhimata. O my teacher, behold the great army of the sons of Pandu, so expertly arranged by your intelligent disciple, the son of Drupada. This is the conversation happening between Dronacharya and Duryodhana. So Duryodhana is taunting Dronacharya. So on what aspect he is taunting? To understand this, we should understand the enmity between the King Drupada and Dronacharya. King Drupada and Dronacharya were disciples of Bharadwaja. They were best friends, and one day, whenever he was feeling very close to Dronacharya, in that rush he promised Dronacharya that once he becomes the king of Panchala, he will be donating him, he will be giving him half of his empire to Dronacharya. So after several decades, even they graduated, they completed their education and they married. King Drupada became the king of Panchala, and Dronacharya, he continued his Swadharma as a Brahmin. He learned Shastras, and he had already learned Shastras and Shastras with Bharadwaja, and now he continued his work. And but due to some reason, he was poor. He couldn't earn much. He got married to Kripi, who happens to be the daughter of Kripacharya. He couldn't earn much. So Kripi reminded Dronacharya about Drupada. No, you told you both were studying in the same under the able teaching of Bharadwaja. Please go and ask for help with Drupada so that he can help you and we can alleviate our poverty. So this was the idea of Kripi, and with hesitance, Dronacharya accepted it, and he went to the kingdom of Panchala. He contacted Drupada, but before Dronacharya was about to ask Drupada that some sort of help, but Drupada was intelligent enough to understand that why he came here. So before he could speak, he told, look, you are a Brahmin and I am a Kshatriya. The friendships between a Brahmin and a Kshatriya won't go well. You please leave this court. He humiliated him and made him to return home with nothing. So he humiliated Dronacharya. So Dronacharya was highly infuriated with this humiliation of Drupada. He went to Lord Parshurama. Under his able guidance, he learnt so many Shastras and Shastras. He became a very well learned scholar. He was expert not only in Shastras, Mantras and Tantras, but also in warfare. So basically this can be categorized into Shastra Gnana and Shastra Gnana. Dronacharya became so well versed. When one day his work, act of able to take out the ball, that football from the well, which impressed Pandavas. Immediately, Pitamaha Bhishmacharya came and gave Dronacharya the patronage in the Kuru Empire. He enabled him to teach both Pandavas and Kauravas. After 12 years, Pandavas and Kauravas were supposed to give Guru Dakshina, or basically, so as a token of gratitude for their Guru. So they asked, what do you want, Guruji? So immediately what Dronacharya told was, you should attack the kingdom of Panchala and take under siege of King Drupada. So since it is Guru Agni which can't be denied, immediately Pandavas and Kauravas attacked Panchala. Once the war started to pick up, Kauravas were very much afraid, and they were afraid and looking at the valor of Panchala warriors, they backed off and they ran away. But Pandavas were highly valiant. They fought and defeated all of the Panchala army, and Arjuna especially took under siege of Drushtadyumna. Immediately he called Dronacharya and he made Drupada humiliated in front of Dronacharya by taking him under siege. Dronacharya told that this is what you get when you humiliate a Brahmin, and we can do anything. After this, Drupada was highly humiliated. He decided to perform a yajna to get a son who will defeat Dronacharya. So he appointed Yaja and Upayaja as the chief purohits for this yajna. The yajna was on and finally it was completed. So normally the prasad of the yajna will be given to the king and to his wife or kartru, like whoever is the kartru of the yajna, and his sahakartru, his wife, his ardhangi will be given the prasad. But at that time, Drupada's wife was chewing something in her mouth, and when Yaja came near Drupada's wife, she told that I will eat it afterwards. So immediately he was angry. He threw that prasad into the fire, where immediately Drushtadyumna came. And Upayaja came and also asked Drupada's wife that please accept this. Again she told the same answer. So immediately he threw into the fire where Draupadi was born. So Drushtadyumna is basically the incarnation of Agni Dev. With the act of Drupada, whenever Arjuna took under siege and Pandavas took under siege of Panchala Empire, and how Arjuna took under siege of Drupada, Dronacharya was very, very impressed. And he started to love Pandavas more than the Kauravas, which Kauravas were always jealous of that. So, and that's why Duryodhana is taunting Dronacharya that take a look at the expert war setting that your kids have done, your disciples have done. And he is actually performing the duty of a diplomat, that he wants to ensure that Dronacharya doesn't his emotions towards Pandavas shouldn't impede his sincerity towards his duty of waging a warfare against the Pandavas. So this was the reason why Duryodhana is taunting Dronacharya. We should not forget that Dronacharya is the incarnation of Brihaspati Mahashay, who happens to be the Purohit of Devatas. He has taken two forms. One is that of Dronacharya and the second is that of Drushtadyumna. Uddhava. He took the incarnation of Uddhava, and Uddhava was the very close friend of Krishna, and there is in fact Uddhava Gita, which consists of Lord Krishna's advice to Uddhava, and which is known as Uddhava Gita. So it is again another, it's a sequel to Lord's Bhagavad Gita. We saw that there was enmity between Drupada and Dronacharya. So is this real? So does the Arishat Vargaha, what we call as the 6 enemies of mankind, which consist of Kama, Krodha, Lobha, Mada, Moha and Matsara, will it bother Devatas? So basically, we should understand that as per the guidance of Madhvacharya, which he beautifully explained about this in Mahabharata Tatparya Nirnaya. Uh, Basically, this Mahabharata and Kurukshetra Yuddha is the drama of God. Lord Krishna is the director, and Devatas and Asuras are basically the actors. Devatas will abide by whatever God says. So it's not that Drupada or Dronacharya have enmity in their eternal forms or their original forms. They don't have, there is no such thing called enmity, jealousy, anger, lust. So these things won't bother Devatas. So Lord has given them the role of a friend and a friend who turns out to be an enemy. They have done justice to that. All these things doesn't matter in life. So ultimately what matters is how well we serve Krishna, and if we are able to liberate our souls by the grace of him, that's what matters ultimately in life. So there are three types of bodies which Devatas or Jivas have, which can be categorized into three types. So one is Panchabhutika Deha, which is our physical body. The second one is Vaikarika Tejasa Deha, that is, we call this as metaphysical bodies. And the third one is Swarupa Deha, which is the astral body, the body which is made of energy. Panchabhutika Deha, which all we have, we humans, animals, all these creatures have, is one of the most feeble bodies. It doesn't have much strength, it can't do anything. However, metaphysical body is the next advanced form of body. You can do energy manipulation, and just like how we change the dresses, creatures or Devatas who have metaphysical body, they can change the bodies also, but they are forced to stay in that body only. They can't, unless they attain nirvana and get back their astral body or Sarupa Deha, they will have to be confined to one or the other body, but they can keep changing body. Let's say if hand is amputated or my legs are amputated, in metaphysical body, that particular Devata can go to another body. He can create it. So that way it is possible. He cannot create, but others can create, and they can let him stay there in that body. So, but it's not like, so that's how the arrangement goes. Coming to astral body or Sarupa Deha. So this is the most powerful body where there is no limitation to that. You can attain infinite forms. You can, not infinite, maybe thousands of forms. Infinite forms is reserved to Lord Vishnu, but you can take thousands of forms with multiple bodies. There is no limitations to your body. The psychic abilities like telekinesis or clairvoyance or clairsentience, everything will be the natural part of your body. Your body is basically highly illuminated because since it is Swarupa Deha, all of us have that, and once we are actually able to attain nirvana or moksha by the grace of Lord Krishna, we can illuminate well and continue to live in that particular illuminated, the most powerful body. So that's it for today. We are going to wind up this session, and tomorrow we are going to come up with more and more shlokas and deeper interpretations of Bhagavad Gita. Hope you like the video. Please like, comment, share and subscribe to our channel. Your support means a lot to us. Thank you so much for watching.